Hey everyone, Internet PCS book reader here. Today I want to talk about Milkman by Anna Burns. I saw the book on a second-hand bookstore, and since just from the cover it shows that the book won the Man Booker's Prize for 2018, and the author was shortlisted, aka gone to the semi-final for the Orange Prize with another novel, I thought I'd grab it since usually those two awards have some interesting topic and idea in their books, even if the writing sometimes is not to my taste. Milkman open up really strong. Really strong. The day somebody makes somebody put a gun to my breast and called me a cat and threatened to shoot me was the same day the milkman died. So, just from that short opening, our main character who we will only know as middle sister is obviously in a bad place. Actually, she's been there a while. Her sister got pregnant when she was still brokenhearted by her ex, so she married a person who she not love, and worse for our main character, he's a creep who's making a move to our then 12 years old main character as a 30 years old dude. Fortunately, with a very heavy emphasis on silver lining here, at least she's not a violent kind of creep, so she can get away from him easily. But when she was 18, entered the milkman, a creep that cannot handle rejection in a frightening and much more dangerous way. He came out one day suddenly driving a white van because, of course he is, trying to lure middle sister into the van by saying such and such that all her relatives knew him and offering to drive her home, which thankfully our main character knows enough now that she's 18 that accepting the offer is a bad idea even among all bad ideas. Unfortunately, she is still 18 and did not know how to handle him when he started showing up where she ran to exercise and he started speaking to her, not having a conversation, just speaking in a way creeps speak when they started to act much closer than they are. She has yet to learn how to establish boundaries. At 18, I had no proper understanding of the ways that constituted engrossment. I had a feeling for them, an intuition, a sense of repugnance for some situation and some people, but I did not know intuition and repugnance counted. Did not know I had the right not to like, not to have to put up with anybody and everybody coming near. So during this jog, when the milkman started running alongside her all of a sudden, she just went along with it. Immediately in the small town where everybody knows everybody, rumors spread fast. That she shouldn't have done this and that she should know better. And as we follow the story, we see how she struggled because she cannot get rid of this public perception that she had no hand of. Everything about her and all the gossip was from someone else's doing, instead of what she do and how this affect her. There are parts of the writing that is great and captivating. You can really feel the tension and anxiety for our main character caused by the milkman. You can feel your body tighten up from reading about this script, especially during his first two appearances. The character writing of the middle sister is also great. You can feel the helplessness and futility of her attempt at trying to get rid of public perception surrounding her. She is a bit towards the quirky kind of character, but the author writing makes it work somehow. It's not quirky in the way that makes her character feels wrong like the main characters I mentioned in Emergency Contact. The middle sister still feels like a character who just happened to be quirky, especially in the way she describes things. But unfortunately, that's all the praise I can give the book. You might have realized that I haven't mentioned any name at all. That's because the middle sister, the main character, never mentioned anyone by name. At the start of the video when I praise the opening, there's a mention of somebody make somebody, which is actually the name of one of the key characters in the story. And this habit did not stop at just people's name. Places, events, and everything is wrapped in these ambiguous terms made up by the middle sister, which I'm fine with as long as the story and the character is still well written. Maui Mau Yusa, for example, is a story where the Demon Lord wants to change the world together with the hero, even when usually Demon Lord and heroes are supposed to be enemies. The story refers to their characters using their title: Hero, Demon King, Maid, Knight, etc. There are tons of characters and not a single one of them is referred to by name, but they're still easy to follow because the story is told using third-person narrative so everyone feels distinct. But in Milkman, the story is told solely through the middle sister perspective, so everyone and anyone talks in the way that she described them, which is taking too much time and using too much words. This makes the writing drag. They are long and they felt longer than they actually are. The scene that broke me happens really early in the book, just barely past page 10 where the middle sister came to her maybe boyfriend house. And then we listen to the boyfriend talks on and on about a new car, about where he got them, then his neighbor comes to see the car, and then the scene drags on for about more than 30 pages, and we're still stuck there looking at this scene, and time itself felt like it stretched along with the scene. It is so mind-numbingly boring to read that I think I have an out-of-body experience while reading part of the book. This is one of the rare books that I really want to drop way before the halfway point of the book. Let me give you a few examples where I can kinda show how the story is told. Here in the first page, where the first brother-in-law kept trying to get it on with the MC at that time, the 12 years old middle sister, somehow she described words that I never heard before just to mention her, sexual organ. What even is a quantity? Then here's a page that broke me about the car conversation that turns into a flag conversation. Notice how many words are repeated, then stretch these small parts into 30 pages, and you should understand how it broke me. Then the part where we are introduced to Somebody Make Somebody also went on and on. However, it kept making reference to James Bond, even though it is then explained that the guy is nothing like James Bond. And then the book goes on how James Bond is not that good anyway. And these are how the entire book is written. A lot of the book apparently also made a lot of reference to the historical event in Ireland called the Troubles, which is a long history of conflict in Northern Ireland that peaked around 1960 and lasted around 30 years until the end of 1990. But since middle sister never mentioned anything directly by name, what we got is ambiguous terms like over the land, over the water, and this flag, and that flag, and our flag, and their flag, without even once explaining about them in a concise manner. Just because in almost every page she then repeat over the land, over the water, our side of the land, our side of water, does not mean that I will magically understand what she's talking about. It just makes your story long and repetitive for no good reason. And this combined with the fact that everyone is called using made-up term, only add to the repetitiveness of the book. It really felt like the same words are being reissued over and over and over and over again the entire book. Maybe if you're from Ireland, the book makes more sense. But since I'm from nowhere near it, it feels like the author is trying to explain something by beating a dead horse and no explanation. Wham! Blam! Do you understand? Whack! How could you not understand this? Pow! It makes no sense whatsoever, and she kept on doing it anyway. And what makes this more annoying is that the author should be somewhat aware of what she's doing, since there's a part of the story where there's a French class in the school, and the students are protesting why the French author don't just use the sky is blue, but instead use other long descriptive words. This scene also lasted more than 10 pages somehow. The book had a really strong opening and some really great concepts about public perception, its relation to court of public opinion, and how it affected people's personal life and safety, especially in the setting of the small city where the middle sister is from, where nobody trusted each other, not even families and friends. And a deep dive into victim blaming and how fabrication can be more believable than the truth as long as you can present them in a really juicy way, are things that are still relevant even today. Then lastly, absurdity of how there are two stalkers, which are the milkman and Somebody Make Somebody, is also amazing. It's so fun to read how both of these scripts are trying to make a competition out of stalking and try to outstalk each other. It's amazing the most absurd way. But the execution of it all is just the worst here. Besides the first few pages, the writing just went downhill, and it never stopped going downhill to the end of the book. I give this a 0.75. What do you think? Are you gonna read it? Did I miss anything? Leave your thoughts in the comment below and subscribe to the channel. That's about it.